We'll be heading towards more of those education rooms now. If you remember the room you woke up in, they're like that. The main cards are hidden further inside. To progress, you'll have to unlock the door leading to the hallway, much like how you've unlocked the previous one. That is correct, another puzzle awaits you. Hopefully you didn't kill off your best puzzle solver yet, or else you would regret it now. The timer inside of Ancora's helmet read exactly 4 hours remaining. Once you've made your way inside, you want to split into 3 groups. Maybe 1, 2, or 3 in a group. The very moment 4 people enter the same classroom, they will surrender their right to live. Each classroom has an assigned subject for you to study, a question to answer. Yes, it's always going to be the same, ain't it, Murray? The subject in the question will be given to you personally by me after 39 seconds until it lasts since the room's door is open, which also will close and lock. 39 seconds, alarm motif. Don't you feel smarter by learning various subjects? Another smart thing to do, not opening the doors until you are ready to go in, otherwise it'll lock you out for 39 minutes. Please remember that once you enter a room, you will also only have 39 minutes before you surrender your right to live. Time's of the essence, of course, and I will not stop taking it from you for now. From now on, I will only appear to give you each room's subject. Oh, I skipped over that, sorry. I'll see you later. I wonder if this puzzle could be different than the one here. And Cora looked at the 2 others. Rhea looked back at her. Interested he had his mind elsewhere, looking away instead. Anything the matter? No, it's just thinking. Feel free to solve the puzzle. Something just caught me by surprise. Yeah, I guess it would be a shame if the best puzzle solver would be dead, huh? Without further ado, Cora set out to solve that puzzle and open the doors for everyone else. So, oh, that's another thing we're doing. We're nipping everyone to, like, the best person to have around for, like, the voting. Spell valid works around the clockwise. Vocal cords would drink a wise. Valid. Spell valid works around clockwise. Spell valid works around clockwise. My first exact guess would be we spell this out, but 5-letter word, and this is not 5-letter. Oh, clockwise. Okay. It's literally just saying like that, so valid words around spell valid words around clockwise. This is V, so we start here, so valid, hopefully. Valid. Where's the O? O. R. D. S. Valid words. Valid words. I don't see an A. Oh, there it is. A. Round. Where's the N? I keep skipping over that. Spell valid words around clockwise. Valid words around clockwise. There we go. Hopefully that's right. There we go. That was simple. With my feeble, insignificant brain, obviously that would have been taking far much longer. The puzzle solved, the doors were now operational. With every puzzle solved, the more people want us to keep us alive because we're the best problem solvers. I doubt that the different puzzles actually change anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So just the multiple choice like change the different trusts. Yeah, everything looks the same. As a group of 3 figured out, this led to another hallway. From what they could see at first, it was much more expansive than the last one, since it didn't have little plates in place to stop their advance on one side. Right at a split in the road. One led to the left with many classrooms and another fork with one direction blocked off by more metal plates, while the right side led to a few more classrooms as well as a locked set of doors. Let's have a look at the long hallway. Indeed, more interesting, I say. The three of them went down the hall, looking at each door. Some of them were stuck, bolted in place while others were only closed. So, we're gonna find the three supposed classrooms. We didn't get a chance to see into ours before we... For some reason, Serbia and Lux just vanished off for no reason. I'm wondering why Lux left of all people, actually. Or wait, oh my god, actually, it's very dark to think about. That Serbia actually, like, pulled, like, Lux along, and actually, Wait, was that their plan? Like, I was confused about, like, how they got a gunshot, but what if, like, Ira and Serbia's plan was just to, like, look around and, like, you know, pull everyone's helmets off to, like, get it down to 3 people? Like, Jesus, oh wow. They went down the hall looking at each door. Some of them were stuck, both replaced, others were already closed. The difference could only be felt when the core pressed onto them with both hands. 3 of them are accessible. Those are the next puzzle rooms. Only 2 are down this way, though. After a while, the hallway turned to the left. There was mention of 3 classrooms, correct? I reckon the last one might be that way. I'm not so sure about that. The teacher proceeded to try peeking into the familiar classrooms, to no avail. The doors were all closed as per usual, and all of them had a high rectangular window covered by a metallic blade. We're down this expansive hallway. Huh. Priscilla took a lead to check further in, at the very back, when he stopped at a reach in the corner. And Cora joined him, acting all curious. What's this over here? It's a fire alarm? Ring. This is a dead end. This is not like an exit sign, but I guess it leads back to more. It's either bolted off or, like, leads to more hallways. There's a door, but it's got a lock I haven't seen here yet. Judging by where we are, the metal plate separates from the very first hallway we went into. Thinking back to the map, and Cora knew he was correct. So it's a little big loop around. While they spoke, Rita pushed into the doors, but they were all completely bolted down. No use for all these doors either. They're all completely shut. I don't think any of these are going to unlock. It's almost like they're just walls. Like most of them in the first hallway, huh? He spent a moment thinking about what it meant before he shrugged it away, motioning for the others to get a move on. So, like, are you thinking that this is a mimicry of the school, but, like, for some reason it's not? That's a complete set. Let's go back and share everything we found with the others. That could lead into the whole theory, like the simulation. The group agreed to the proposition and went back to the split. Others had conspicuously arrived a second later, including Luxuria. After a brief discussion on what was to do next, the group split back up. Luxuria, Nvidia, Gula, and Serbia were checking out the classrooms down the hall, while the first trio went over to the closed door they'd spied earlier. I wonder how we're going to divide ourselves up in the groups this time. Does it give me another choice? For the seconds they were sitting in front of it. Much like the previous 2 doors, this one had a puzzle next to it. Are we going to solve this one too now? Oh boy. It wasn't lit up yet. So to the second voting. We might have to do another voting session for this panel, the horses panel to light up. Don't worry, I'll use my lightning-esque powers to zap it, or I just get a taser from absolutely nowhere and spark it up. That'll work. Where we get a taser from? I don't know. That's a guess if I ever heard one. It just makes sense. Well, yeah. Everything so far has been methodically built to bar away when we get too fast. Go too fast. This door isn't going to open anytime soon then. So what now? We do a puzzle room. Now, no insider groups. Let's wait for them into the split. Does that mean, like, our trust with someone is like, like, I don't know how much the trust exactly, like, splits everything apart. I'm gonna keep going back into, like, figuring that out. Like, the trust maybe, like, splits the group down, but I doubt it. Like, the trust probably only, like, only activates, like, during, like, the voting sessions. They didn't have much time. The clock was ticking. A few seconds later, the other groups joined back with them again. The discussion about how to split up was delayed once more when Luxury mentioned the possibility to form a voting group. Now, that's not a good idea. People grouping up ahead of time to decide on voting others out would jeopardize the normal decision-making process. so I need to chip in, so after some consideration, and Cora... Ah, so another trust thing. Let's go with everyone else. Maybe it's better to forget about it then. To go up with... Nah. Oh, like, wait, we got more trust with... Rita? Huh. Maybe it's better to forget about it then. You're right, Lux. She looked at the smaller girl who averted her gaze. In a way, and Cora felt bad about denying her. But on the other hand, if the opportunity came again, maybe she could go back on her word. Yeah, just wasn't a good time right now, especially because 4 could outnumber 3, but... If they vote out all 3 others, what then? How would the final death be decided? If things turn bloody, it certainly won't look good for anyone again. Exactly. I'm exceedingly grateful you could understand our tormenting dilemma. Luxuria and Cora looked at the others. Rita, Tristia, and Nvidia were all nodding their heads. So everyone else is in agreement, then. Glia didn't seem to truly be sharing their opinion, but all she could give was a slight shrug towards the two, considering she was outnumbered. Same be the sway opinion if we decide to go with Lux. I think... I'm a teacher, so normally I talk about Unity too, but I think we shouldn't make a group this time. I've been feeling I'd be excluded from it because my situation is different or some other excuse. Plainly understood. I am certain this endeavor would serve only to truly and well to drive a wedge between all of our personages. She stared at her nails, making no eye contact with anyone, or helmet contact as it were. No chance of making any additional alliances, and Cora gave up an idea for now. For now. It's a little too dangerous when absolutely everyone is around, because who are we kidding? Of course there's gonna be a voting group sooner or later. I guess that's that. What about me cards? Did any of you find any more? Actually, we haven't. So all of them are in the puzzle rooms. Luxuria looked quite bothered, but only in course to notice. As far as me told us, we had to explore more of those death traps to find additional cards. So did you find more, Lux? Look in the hall didn't give us anything. I have a theory our 3 teams will end up with 9 total cards again. Of course, we won't need all those cards to vote. The first room didn't even have 9 cards either, but that came later. Like, what was it? There was only 2 cards in each room, so like there was like 6, so people had to find 3 more cards in the hallway, so... Does that mean, like, since we're down to a few, like there's gonna be 2 cards in each room again? I guess that makes sense. Probably the same here too. We're gonna need them to finish discarding them in the slots of that weird hexagon or whatever, either way. Yeah, so there's no chance for us to slack off. The doors to the first rooms haven't opened again since we left them, so if we don't get those cards, we're completely stuck. We should organize our splitting according to our skill level then. So 1 puzzle solver for each group? Balanced teams, huh? So I guess the 3 smartest people, like, I guess would be us, since we solve different puzzles, so like I guess we're like one of the biggest forces in the voting trial, like from our swing opinion. Nvidia, then Tristia. And Kura knew what that meant. It meant that since she'd already proven herself to be smart, she wouldn't have much of a choice with whom to go. Going with Tristia seemed out of the question. Precisely. Each set has a specific individual better poised to solve these infernal contraptions. Result, it would be best to split up accordingly to set the skillful lot. I wonder when we're gonna like learn more about how this game is structured and that. Cora, Oliver, and I are the ones who did most. From what the others said, those who did least were Ira, Lux, and Vidi. Wait, how did Gula do the most? No, that's wrong. And Cora interrupted him while shaking her head. In our room, Vidi did a good amount of stuff. Be a bitch and moaned the entire time and barely helped. And that she did. That she did, my fine gents. Wait, kind of think of it. What is Bia doing? She's been unnaturally quiet. I was wondering why she was speaking all. The entire group noticed that the girl was gone. Okay. Did she even come back with the other group? And is she just looking around like... Oh boy. She might have remained in the hallway, come to think of it. So she's just wandering around like haphazardly? Oh gosh, is that gonna make this better? How many people are alive actually again? So like, so yeah, it's like there's like 6, 7 people. Does that mean like 2 people are gonna be left over? Since the other person, like, you know, is dead. First, let's get the groups made, then whoever ends up with her will go fetch her. Okay? Everyone was in agreement. That means we should form the team something like Aura and Ava, Vinny with me, and the 3 others would be Lux, Bia, and you, Cora, would go together. Wait, you want me to team with Bia? She wouldn't be dead. I'm aware. Wow, thank you for giving me that. Maybe she won't hate you as much if you're both in the same team. That's a weird way to put it, but I guess we can try to talk to her. Huh, strange teams. You're putting girls with girls and boys with boys. Now that you mention it, you're right. Still, I think this is our best lineup to force some differences of the fall before the next voting session. Something that's definitely nagging Tristia. Why? I was what, like, Olbra did, like, wouldn't be like, oh yeah, actually, his logic actually makes sense when I think about it. Since I'm, I guess technically the people who, like, led the most in the 3 groups would be, like, the ones he mentioned. Us, you, and Gula. That makes sense, actually. I don't remember actually, yeah, every single time we talked to him, like, you know, in NVIDIA, like the whole different, like, suspicions thing about, like, who, like, when he's, like, talking about, like, different possibilities of the game, it was like you're just talking to us or whispering to them. So yeah, it makes sense that everyone else doesn't really know about that. The more he spoke, the more his tone became a little detached, as he was thinking about something. Huh. And Cora let it by for a moment because her rejection to grouping with Serbia hadn't been entirely shut down. Wouldn't grouping with Ava and Aura be fine too, for me? Ah. He was caught short, still halfway in his thoughts. I guess so, we'd be fine too. I don't really have an objection. It does unbalance Bia's team, however. Then I'll take Bia with me, and Vinny will go with Lux, if that's your choice, Cora. In Cora choice, the teams would be Team 1, and Cora, Luxuriance, or Bia, or Team 2, Nvidia, Tristia, and Team 3, Irida, Gula, or they would be Team 1, and Cora, Irida, and Gula, Team 2, Serbia, Tristia, and Team 3, Nvidia, and Luxuria. I guess I'm probably gonna go with. This seems like we're obviously gonna be in like one puzzle room or what. I wouldn't like mind actually learning more about Avery and Gula actually, so I'll go with that arrangement. Those are good comparisons in mind. And Cora went with Avery and Gula. Let's go with that. Unless the trust goes with weirdly. That doesn't seem like it. I'll go with Ava and Ula. I think that's what I like most, and the teams can be balanced anyway, right? And that's fine by the others. The silence that followed betrayed the lack of objections from the entire group. You know, this may seem a little sudden, but I've had a thought. A thought? A sudden thought? Yes, an epiphany. Oh boy. You know what an epiphany is, right? Oh, more terminology. Epiphany is a specific moment where your mental prowess shines and arrives at a conclusion when you attain an extraordinary idea. It is, to put it simply, a short moment of utter clarity. Something like that. I'm not sure I'd say it like that, but you have a grand idea which makes sense. I just had an epiphany, I think. I can't really talk about it yet, though. Okay. I'm still alive after we come out of the rooms. I might. Well, all of that seems a little bit random. I don't even know what it's about. Christy changed the subject, deciding to leave that matter up to another time. I doubt the puzzle rooms themselves would be, like, you know, very dangerous. Alright then. Look at the time. We gotta keep going. I'll go fetch Bia. You guys can go to the rooms in the meantime. Remember, we're not exactly rich in time here, so I have to hurry a little. That's the proof effect. He left right afterwards. Ancora can understand his desire to not waste any time, given how more than 2 hours already went by. I am very punctual, so yeah, I can understand that. The next room shouldn't be too bad either. I think the last triad is the one I'm worried about. Triad? For the time being, 39 minutes is ample time. We'll probably be done with it in a half hour. For the last ones, though, maybe best take some insurance. We need 2 deaths in the next hour again. Somehow that's so that we have 2 hours respite. All those thoughts were interrupted when the teams split up, leaving Averita and Gula alongside Ancora. The 3 of them remained quiet for a few moments. Shall we, as I say, get a move on? Need not I remind you both that, as Trist has eloquently put, our lifetime is substantially diminishing in these moments of inertia. Yes, well, so I was waiting for you to be ready to go. It's quite the coincidence, as I was doing similarity. Politeness indicates the eldest should step for the lead, after all. Okay, this was a bad choice. The eldest? Are you calling me old? Oh boy. I'm not as old as I look, trust me. Ancora took the lead, understanding that time was working against them. The 2 others followed, focusing in their exchange. Perhaps you would have preferred showing your progress in their common countdown determination. Do you mean my age? It's awfully hard to understand what you're saying sometimes, even as a teacher. Gula snickered at that revelation, amused beyond words. Oh, pardon me. I was not entirely certain of that fact. Now that I know, I could not help but find this notion hilarious. This means a student has surpassed the master, has she not? So sarcastic. None of the good kind either. If you mean that a student is outclassing a teacher's speech patterns, then yes, I would assume so. But a more flowery speech pattern doesn't necessarily make it better. Just make it sound like you're better than everyone, and we don't need another B on our hands either. Would you care to elaborate? What good is talking in such eloquence if no one understands you? I'm probably mixing up their voices so much. Ancora listened to the 2 of them banter about the elder student's choices of wording. However, after Averita's question, the 2 of them had fallen silent. It appeared Gula was taking those words in consideration. The entire time the group had been on the move. The room closest to the next set of doors already had occupants. That's where Nvidia and Luxuria had gone. The other 2 rooms were to the left. Sir B and Intercetia were about to enter the one furthest away. Hey, good luck! The girl called out to the smaller group. She sent away, but Sir B only averted her head. The 2 of them vanished inside. She's still gonna be giving everyone the silent treatment, it looks like. I'm not sure if Sir B was her usual self, or if she was the same to herself. Either way, let's go already. Our time's so short. After casting a glance at her fellow companions, Ancora led the way inside. She could tell the others were anticipating the discovery of what was inside of the room. Was another classroom? The short answer was no. What's inside? Inside was a bar. What? What? What even is this? It was a spacious one, with a comfortable couch and a broken television screen. There were some books on a few shelves. The shelves behind the counter were littered with bottles of all kinds. Oh joy! Don't you dare take my catchphrase from me. Apologies, Ancora, but you are not permitted to be here, so I shall have to demand your departure. Hey, why? What about you, huh? You're not allowed to hear either. Myself? Don't tell me you're secretly 21. Your reasoning is erroneous. I'm legal, 18 years old, thank you. 18 years of drinking age? Not in the US, legal age would be 21. Thankfully, we are not located within the premises of the United States of America. And what makes you think that? Not that I believe at least, unless our subjection can include a complete relocation as well. Oh, for all we know, we're at the bottom of the sea inside an underwater school. Maybe it's better if we don't open those doors. The group set off in their own separate ways to the freeze 39 seconds they had to explore before me appeared again to tell them all the subject of this classroom. classroom. Hey everyone, we're gonna learn about the woes of alcohol. Remember, it's a very bad habit to have, so please make sure to drink it all because we're not really humans, so drink your woes away. Even though it's not really a classroom. By now, they should wisen up to the fact that their environment isn't like the school they're used to. If they can even remember the school itself yet. However, something is nagging at me, but I still can't put my finger on what exactly. Like, did you help, like, differentiate, like, all the rooms? I wonder if, like, my first instinct looking at around this room, just from this side only, would it be puzzled around, like, the neon lettering system, just why the K's, like, blotted out? So just aesthetics, which I completely doubt. Just an odd feeling. Possibly. I mean, the same odd feeling you had with the very first puzzle door, with the me framing. The long, low table was positioned in front of the couch. On it was an unfinished drink, but taking it betrayed the fact it was entirely plastic. The television in front of the table was in a lamentable state. There was a door in the back, but a cursory exploration proved it was locked. Christ! This door is indeed locked! Really? I could not have guessed in this extraordinary situation we've been to be locked doors! I can be sarcastic too, Gula. I ponder what lay beyond. Figures we might have to lock it to solve this entire room. What a bother. And then 39 seconds elapsed. Hello there, me. Nice to meet me. On the dot, the originals were all taken by me, just as the door leading outside the room locked. Welcome to a crash course in explosives. I don't want to die from this. Like, we've seen someone already die from explosion beforehand. Let's not mimic that here. This room's theme has to do with bombs and the likes. We're gonna make an alcohol Molotov cocktail. Why is this important? Why? One of you will have to be dead. It'll become apparent later. Oh boy. I can already imagine that's what's gonna happen, huh? The question for this room is, who set off the bombs? Oh. That's right, you have to figure out who the terrorist is in your group. So, us three? Because there is a terrorist. Did you see the state of the school? Awful. So very awful. Wait, so that mean, like, everyone here, like, in a weird way, like, actually, like, helped make up the school? Like, this whole game? But then why make him a traitor and look after them then? Strange. The animal destroyed part of it took no one into consideration. All they had was blinded rage. Thankfully, most of you are involved in that blast. Most of you. For the one who is, however, they would most likely be very annoyed if this information came to light. As for the occasion, I'm not asking about their nickname. I want their real name. That is what you must figure out. Full name. First, say their first name, then their last name. I'll see you later. The entire speech was much shorter this time around, lasting only a minute or two. Oh, I can't imagine. The group of three looked at each other from various points in the room, having been interrupted while they'd been split up. I hope there'd be some kind of hint about their real name here. These rooms were built fairly so far, but I don't relish the idea of finding myself at an impasse. Then again, is it really fair to do that? We picked those nicknames. Actually, we did not so much as pick those nicknames as they were forced upon us. It became so easy to go along with it once it popped into your head. Popped? That's kind of a strange way to put it for her. Clearing her throat, Gula continued, interrupted. I suppose we shall do our best to uncover this mystery then. The most mysterious of mysteries. So mysterious. I do want to live, so yeah. I can. If the whole thing about bombs is going to play, I wouldn't be completely surprised if someone had to die from here. And it's sure as hell not going to be me. For obvious reasons. So where do we start? I will be investigating the area surrounding this beverage-clad surface. I wonder why. And Cora? Yeah? Pray remain as far as you can manage from this corner. Alcoholic beverages are not suitable for minors, and neither are you. How we had the teacher go with that to the table then? You're only barely older than me, but fine. Though, if there's no alcohol, I want to be let in to investigate that place too. Very well, I shall take your plea in consideration. That means you won't. I'm woefully uncertain as of now, however. My opinion may differ at your construction in the coming times. Have you both lost your minds? Who even has time to worry over legality and illegality here? Just search the room. I'll take the TV area, as soon as it's behind us then. This meant that for the next 35 minutes, Cora would have more or less free reign over which area she investigated. Don't forget to bring everything you found to the same spot so we can go over everything easily. To the center table, I assume? We can't let any clue pass by before we deduce the answer. I'm also in agreement with this constellation of found treasures. It's not like we're digging through the dirt and trash. And it chased me. Well, there's a trash can right over there, so maybe so. Let us away towards the vastness of this proletarian establishment. We're not a speakeasy. Her vocabulary's back. Her vocabulary's always been there. Why are you saying it's just stopped? Something's going on with her speech patterns. I can't make heads or tails of it. So it's either like she's nervous about it, or she's faking it, or something nervous about this room in particular. Maybe her real name is this, but that remains to be seen. I wouldn't really call them treasures. So let's go. Where do we start? Let's see what we have. What's on the table? No, nothing. I thought it'd be like if it was on the table, it'd be like that piece of alcohol right there. And just from my learning for the first escape room, we had to click on everything twice over. And Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Let's start with bookshelf because why not? I didn't find anything good in the bookshelves within my first room, but maybe this time it'll be different. After a few seconds, it was clear she wouldn't find anything new in there. It didn't help that she couldn't reach the highest shelf either. How much longer do I have to endure this? I don't know. Talking to yourself? Oh, no, not really. Sorry. I definitely wasn't you. I completely sane. There's nothing in the bookshelves. Are you sure you're implying, or are you simply too short to reach the higher ledges? She would curiously look over it, and then she grabbed something out from behind a few books. Always make sure you come in entirely and ask for help if you can't reach. What is that? Like, is that like 3 different keyholes or slots? And Cora ignored that for the most part, instead focused on the object. It's a box with colored faces. 6 faces, and they all have a lock in them. I guess we have to find 6 keys for it. Oh, joy. That's a lot. This seems to contain a bunch of things too, so I think what's in here might be our key out of here. Shaking a little, she nodded. Meanwhile, Cora was wishing the first vote would have gone her after that awful pun. I think there's one of those ornate keys in here, and a few meat cards too, judging by the noise. Either that or other stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring this up now. Like when the first first escape room, like when we got the key from like the painting, did that key go to the front door? I thought it was supposed to we spoke the name after we learned everything we found, and then we went out the door. But the keys? Do we use that key at all? Are we gonna use these keys at all in this room, or we're just gonna keep it on until like the very last course? Oh joy! It all looks really solid, so I don't think we can break it. Sounds good to me. Well, I mean, hold on a second. Yeah, it definitely sounds like something's inside there. 6 keys. I had number 6 again. 666! There's alcohols. I wonder if the K has anything to do with it, though. Let not your nubile digits dirty iota as I contain refreshments disseminated across these sacred grounds. This countertop is sick grounds. I just can't take anything you say seriously, can you? Can I? I'll touch the bottles if I want, and you can't stop me. I'm making mac and cheese. And no one's gonna stop me. Cease, or there will be dire consequences. Or what, you're gonna just brain me over with a bottle? Have fun with that, with Ava over there. Defiance of Gula's demand, and Cora grabbed a nearby wine bottle. Okay, 1 second. Down the hatch. I wish I'm a Dyson here. I was making that stupid joke with the shaking. A few of them almost went into my, just down my throat. I'm too committed to these jokes. A long inhale escaped from the Calcium girl's helmet, which had its sides held by the girl's hands in her state of utter horror. Sacrilegious! Heathen! Your spirit shall burn everlasting in the twisting abyss for this trespassing. What, are you religious? Calm down, it's not even alcohol. You just said you picked up a wine bottle. So stop whining about it. This bottle just has water in it. Oh, don't worry. This bottle right here, this is not blue alcohol. This is just some water. I'm not even drunk. At any rate, the only finding here currently worth looking is the luck upon the upper area of the front of this beverage-laden surface. My investigation within these premises has not reached its conclusion just yet. Pray return at a later point. I wonder how that's going to be. I don't think we're going to be that lucky. But is that literally an item now? It is, huh? Strange. Oh, let me look at the different things again. Bequeath upon me enough time to bring my search to a satisfying conclusion. There are many balls certified on its ultra sanctity, and each merits investigating. Thanks, nice. Look at the bookshop again just to be sure. Look, it's a book! Oh, really? There's one about a crook, one about a spook, and one that shook the hook with the rook and the mook. What else? Fook! Yeah, I can't swear. I guess you're not versatile as a rook then. Yeah. I guess the door we were leading out? That's the door we just came in from earlier. Oh, I thought that was the door we're gonna lead into. That's the door we're heading out then, huh? Quite astute. I'm glad you joined our team. This comment saved us whole minutes of search. There's only one person out here makes sarcastic quips, and that's me here, okay? How to be like that? There's no purpose checking the door, at any rate. Let's supply ourselves of the vast loot this room contains, rather than wasting our short allotted time like this. When the last time we looked at the door, we got an item out of it, like, in the very first escape room, so why are you saying it's a waste of time now? Waste time on this again. That's where we just came from earlier. Oh, the same thing again. Okay. Just be completely sure. Couch here. This couch looks pretty damn comfortable. You swore! You're a teacher! You just wanted the most unholy, sanctimonious words. Just don't fucking swear around my... It's a good Christian channel. I'd say its comfort level is perhaps 5. 5 out of what? 5 out of 5 microwaves? What's the comfort level got to do with anything? The comfort level is supremely important. Is it important right now? Say, when you go buy a couch, you want it to be really comfortable, so you'll test it out. Yeah? Why does that pertain here, though? At least that's what I've been told by a man who looked like he worked in a circus. You get your furniture advice from a circus, but you didn't even sit on this one. So you judge by its appearance. Oh no, my mother warned me about people like you. No! After you sit on it like this, everybody sat on the couch. She shifted side to side a little, clearly distraught about something. Oh, so it's a -1. Wait a minute. isn't a couch. No, I need to stop making memes. She stood back up and reached for the armrest. After grabbing it, she lifted the side of the couch like it was nothing. It's fake! Oh my gosh, everything was plastic. Wait, is the water in the wine bottle plastic too? Gosh dang it, everything's plastic in this world. It's made of plastic. I guessed right. It just looks good. Very good craftsmanship then. Something fell out when you lifted it up. It was a piece of paper. That's another clue. Fake with pigtails. It says Bill Quill Brill Trill. Rhyming. It was added to the rest of their best inventory. I wonder if it has anything to do with that. There's nothing else here, and the couch is big. I wish I could sit down comfortably somewhere. You know, this couch, it looks really good. I'm beyond annoyed there's a fake couch. You really like your furniture couches, huh? Are you sure you're not a teacher and just an interior designer? Whoa, calm down there, missy. Just a couch. Let's search elsewhere. You can sit down on those armrests, unless those are fake too. Everything's fake. The world is fake. Ah, that's the only place we can move. Just this entire sanctity area is here. So there's this. Oh yeah, the ceiling fan actually. That looks way too high for us to be able to reach it. Think there's anything up there that we need to get? Well, there's a switch over there, so we can't reach it if we can't pull out the bar stools or the different couches or armrests. We just put the switch over here and like turn the ceiling fan and have everything that's on the fan spin around at rapid fire speed and pelt us in the stomach and take the breath out of all of us and waste so much more time. I don't think so, but even I can't reach it unless we use something else to get up there. A few times, Rita managed to sort of arrange the furniture in order to reach it. We head up there, she shook her head. I can't actually reach most of the fan from this angle, but maybe... She gave a strong push on one of the blades, sending the whole thing spinning. A thunk echoed from the side. Ow! Something collided with my cranial armor! It must have fallen off while you both were toying with the ceiling fan. That's probably not as cynical. Gul exposed the object to the other two girls by lobbing it back to them with quite a show of fury. Okay, yeah, I was right, actually. Avery caught it, showing it to Inquire momentarily. You are very versatile. More keys. Just one key, so far. I'm already getting sick of them. Either way, that's one more we have now. So what do we have on hand? We have one key. So some of these will just be like 6, and whatever these are. What's this paper? A piece of paper was which Bill, Quill, Real, Trill. I had no idea what any of those words would mean. I found out after it fell out of the plastic couch. Nope, why do I keep pressing escape? Gosh dang it, it's not... why do I... That's never not gonna be my go-to. Let's dig through the trash. Not another bin. At least B isn't here this time. Pray explain yourself. Oh, nothing. Just she blew a fuss about having to search through that. I'm not squeamish about getting my hands dirty. She gave a wave in the air as if dismissing the thought of that girl. She laboriously investigated the contents of the bin to no avail. And there wasn't anything inside at all. How did she get mad again? Oh, it was because of Vidya, I think. It's been so long, it feels like a lifetime ago by now, even if it's really just been a few hours. Yeah, I don't remember either. Wait one singular second. And the girl looked at the bin underneath with a purple key. And the key charged it with energy. Huh! I got it! The Holy Trinity key! My unmatched sense of observation told me there might be something hitherto undiscovered about a exploration underneath it. I'm just gonna go so completely breathless every time I speak your lines, aren't I? My stuttering is not gonna help at all, huh? Well, that's good, I guess. Gula put the key on the table, leaving it for others to decide what to do with it. So I guess we have to find all the other 4 keys, I think? Yeah, there are 4 keys. But since we can't move around... Doesn't look like it. Must be something else, right? the wastebasket again. What a sense of observation that was! Just picking up the key from being lucky with a guest and delivering it to the table's inventory, not even bothering trying to anywhere at all? Marvelous, truly! Okay, I'm glad we have the same sense of sarcastic wit at Pandora. I'm so glad, actually. We didn't look at the ceiling fan again. Something about this fan feels far more familiar than it has any right to be. Where have I seen it before? At home? Perhaps in the school itself? No, I don't think so. Maybe just because it has 6 blades. 6 blades. Has something to do with it? Well, is there anything behind the poster? Or it's like one of those, like those 3D posters where like it's almost a jumble of things, but if you like squint it like a different way hard enough, you'll see a 3D image pop out at you. What's the poster of? It's like a giant eye, but there's nothing written on it. It's kind of creepy, honestly. I'm not any more certain that you're on this one, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, as you may have surmised, I've rarely only seldom attended such shows. Show? What kind of show have you ever been to that goes like this? So you do know more about it. I guess, nothing more. I believe I may have heard of it. It's Illusionist. The name eludes me. Illusionist? A magician? I very much doubt it bears any impact on our findings within this enclosed environment. Anything behind the poster, though? And Cora watched the poster for a while. It really was creepy. Nothing came out of it, though. Except for the fact that the more she looked at it, the more she remembered something pertaining to it. It was a man, but she could hardly distinguish any features or even a name. The door leading out, it doesn't look like we can't move around or look at anything else. Open Sesame! Open Sesame. Actually, the quote goes, Sesame. Oh, shush you. I like Sesame. Isn't it a misheard speech kind of deal, and it's just Sesame? No, it comes from French. And Sesame is a name or something like that. You sound very knowledgeable about that. Are you a French teacher? I can already tell just from your terminology here. It doesn't matter anyway. Let's open this door and see what's beyond. When the assessment clicked, the lock came undone with a perfect fit by the purple key. And Cora threw it behind her without any second thought. Hey, what if we need this again? Why would one key open 2 locks? That's silly, come now. Then we can just get it again. The group entered this new room, which was a hallway. It led to another door, this time without a lock to undo, and inside was... Oh, so we have 2 different rooms that we can go through. A warehouse. The other place is alcohol. So, bombs. We need to figure out the real person's name just from these? Huh. Avery and Gula were already searching through the alleys following in Cora's words. The latter duo was extremely interested by the boxes full of bottles. She's probably gonna sneak out a few of those bottles. Oh boy. Well, she's going to be surprised when she tries drinking some of them, then. They're all empty. Nice little trick. Yeah, everything, like, yeah, seems the same. We have more to look at here. Bottles down there. Well, I don't think I'll leave it up here. I need, like, I've been, like, recording a bit more, just, like, make sure I have everything, like, way underhand to make sure. This would be a good place to stop, actually. Just, there's quite a lot to go through now. Both in ending-wise, the structure. Oh boy, that's gonna be a gosh dang great time, huh? Huh! The main objective of this room is to find a note or something like, or a hint at someone's real name. The only full name hint we got was someone with just that inbox thing. Well, that whole transition short talk when we killed off Ira, sorry. But Alex Seville? Does that go with a note, actually? Alex Seville. Oh god, if I had to remember his last name, how it's spelled, oh boy. Ugh. That's gonna be one nightmare and a half. So, next time I'll try to like figure out this empty room. I'm gonna leave your theories about what's going on in the comments below, because so far I'm completely like leaning towards like this little simulation just by how everything, like the wording is out of context is in. And weirdly enough, it seems like the poster we looked at, even Pandora doesn't know exactly about what it is. But the popping the head sort of thing, maybe just looking way into that, or just how it's worded. But it's something like that, right? Who knows? So, I hope you have a fun time watching this as I am playing this. So, I'll be seeing you next time, and I all hope you have a fantastic day.